The first thing I read is the ingredients. I mean, what's the first thing you want to know about a thing? Well, what's in it? So most of them had it on page 11 or page 12, ingredients. This is what was so obvious immediately at that moment. I didn't need to go down the hall and check anything. I did learn a lot more about it for sure, but it was not a vaccine. A vaccine is a few hundred or a few thousand particles of the thing you're vaccinating against. Like that's why I say, an attenuated virus. So you give people a couple hundred, a couple thousand damaged, modified, weakened, fragmented viruses that you're trying to vaccinate against. Now, it's a questionable science in and of itself. However, this thing was this was pegylated lipid nanoparticles containing modified messenger RNA. That's genetic stuff. And within an hour, what you could say is, they've come up with a well-founded. Pegylated nanoparticles were used in the past as experiments on like brain cancers because you could deliver anything you put in a pegylated lipid nanoparticle will go everywhere in the body. Nothing stops.
What is pegylated, Gene?
So they take a lipid nanoparticles like a bubble of fat, right? Fat molecules, and polyethylene glycol. Like people are used to ethylene glycol. That's your antifreeze ingredient. Polyethylene glycol is a polymer where they take ethylene glycol and they string it together into chains. So these lipid nanoparticles that have the genetic payload in them, these tiny particles are little bubbles of fat, and on the outer surface of the fat, there's all these little tails of polyethylene glycol. What that does is that stabilizes this little particle, and this particle just goes through membranes like a ghost goes through a wall. So what that means is, like, if you inject somebody with genetic material, the body's going to destroy it pretty much, right? But if you inject it inside a pegylated lipid nanoparticle, it's going to go everywhere in their body, every cell, nothing, like no tissue is blocked.
In through the blood-brain barrier.
Through the blood-brain barrier, through the placenta barrier, through the unborn child's blood-brain barrier, into an unborn baby's ovaries, everywhere. Like you inject this, it goes everywhere.